Okay, so this is going to be a bit of a long one, but I've got a lot to discuss about California. We're going to talk about California gas prices and another oil companies. Bye-bye. Woo, off it goes. As Gavin's and the extremist Democrats get what they wanted. All these pro-EV people, yeah, the future's electric. No, it's not. Not really. It's only when government forcefully chokes it to death that it dies off. Most people still want gas. Gas is better. It is. I don't agree. I don't care. You're wrong. Anyways, we're also going to discuss the problem that China is now facing with an aging battery. For like a whole decade of aging batteries that now they have to do something with. And how Ford basically is also killing off its EV plan and moving forward with, again, gas engines. All right, let's get started. Most importantly, California forced out another refinery. They should say Gavin Newsom forced out another refinery, $8 a gallon. That's going to be awful. It's going to be so bad. So let's take a look here. I pulled this up. This is Gas Buddy. The majority of everyone's gas in the United States, as you can see, has continued to go down thanks to Donald Trump. Thanks to him, it's going down. But let's go to California. Oh, and Washington, D.C. Surprise, surprise, another freaking swampy area. California is at $4.27. We're on the main continent of the United States. There's no reason gas should be up that high. But, except for like Hawaii here, which was way out in the island, an island way, way, way out in the Pacific. $4.38. Only 11 cents more expensive than us. But their prices have dropped by 31 cents. This is how bad Gavin Newsom, the liars about like, oh, gas prices are bad. Oh, gas is bad. It's awful. EV is the way. No, it's not. It was purposely choked off. Shoved in tons of tax credits, government subsidies, backing, propaganda to make them happen. And they suck. People really, honestly, people only really like self-driving cars because they just want to be able to EV cars. I kind of answer for myself. EV cars because they want the self-driving capabilities. Can we just be honest? Yeah, the torque on the Plaid's pretty impressive, granted. But other than that, no. Okay. We've got Chevron leaving. We have Valero leaving. It just keeps going up, up, and up. California pushed out another refinery. The Phillips 66 refinery closed this month. Valero's refinery announced that it too is closing down in April. Heavy regulation is making the refineries unable to continue. Yes, it was regulations designed not to make things safe. It's designed to put them out of business. It's done on purpose. Why? Because California Gavin Newsom sold to China. And thankfully, China is feeling the pain from that. And good riddance to them. All right. Gas prices surged as California refineries shut their doors. Dig and McDowell opened a recent clip from Fox Business's The Big Money Show with the blunt reality California drivers already live with. The state has the most expensive gasoline in the country, and lawmakers are now warning prices could climb even higher. I hate this man. And it just blows my mind how many people still, like, no matter what he does, how much he screws up this state, people, a lot of Democrat voters still like him. I'm like, damn it, man. Can't you just wake up? Wake up. It's like there's so many other people that are still blue that wouldn't completely kill us off and make things so expensive here and just sell us out to China. Like, it's ridiculous. Yeah, that number matters as we continue to pay more and more and more because California is not a place where you can easily make up the difference overnight. Yes, the cost of living in California is atrocious. I know tons of young people and people my age and older who have to work 2 to 3 jobs. 2 of them full time at least. And then get the side hustle culture. Because you can't afford to live here. It's so damn expensive in California. Another closure is coming in 2026, another oil refinery closure. He reported that Valero refinery in Benicia is set to close in April, and that facility accounts for just under 9% of the state's refining capacity. So if you cut off 9% of oil refinery, that's just going to make prices go up even more. Gavin Newsom has destroyed the state financially. He's destroyed it physically by like being completely negligent with the fires. And not just the most recent fires, the fires for years. Years and years. There's been just constant fires, poor management, just completely just lets it get destroyed. And then him and Karen Bass, I believe, were caught trying to sell it off. Proposition 50, taking power, fooling the Democrat voters to literally vote away their own power as citizens to allow Gavin Newsom to unconstitutionally redistrict California to make it even worse with even less representation, just so they could stick it to Trump. I'm like, and I have conversations with Democrats I know, and they don't care. That's just the part blows my mind. The propaganda is so strong. The tribal mindset's so powerful. And Gavin Newsom's going to get away with this, and he knows it. He's going to run for president. And there are probably enough idiots that'll vote him in because he'll say the right things. He's so popular, completely ignoring that California is a dumpster fire. Let's go move on to China. Okay, so China figured out how to sell EVs. Cool. Don't care. Hate it. Now it has to deal with their aging batteries. Battery recycling technology is still not that great, especially in a communist country like, well, more like a weird it's not even capitalist. It's like it's corporate communism. Very freaking weird. Basically what China does is it steals technology from everybody else nonstop, and US businesses know it. And they still tolerate that crap, which is just idiotic. And now they have to figure out how to recycle these batteries and make up for it. But as the batteries in China's first wave of EVs reach the end of their useful life, early owners are now starting to retire their cars, and the country is now under pressure to figure out what to do with those aging components. The issue is putting strain on China's still developing battery recycling industry and has given rise to a gray market that often cuts corners on safety and environmental standards, which they will do anyways. China's not trying to become like efficient. China's not trying to become like less and less pollution. They're not trying to become like energy efficient, green energy. They don't care. They just want to compete and wipe us out. So you've got Gavin Newsom getting rid of all this gas refineries, gas companies, toting out that nonsense environmental protection crap. He's not protecting the environment. He's letting half the state burn down. You don't have a healthy state if you don't have forests. Lose your trees, your greenery, your shrubbery. He's letting it get torched, burned down, gone. Ooh, see ya. PG&E is basically a criminal organization that rules and controls this state. They do whatever they want. And what's funny is that the rest of the country is moving on. Car maker Ford kills a major battery deal as EV plans rapidly unravel. Why? Because you don't have the Biden administration, the Obama administration choking off gas cars, setting up more and more ridiculous high fuel efficiency. That's just not even practical. It's not possible. It's not practical. It's not possible. Ford ended a $6.5 billion battery deal with LG due to EV demand because there's none. They don't want that crap. Kind of like with Dodge when they killed off their V8s, their supercharged V8s and the regular V8s. And then they try to come out with that ridiculous little electric car that was like, row, row. And we didn't want it. The community didn't want it. I can't buy a Hellcat. I can't get a V8 anymore. Mine was stolen. If I got another one, it would be stolen again. Why? Because the neighborhood I live in California and California in general filled with criminals and thugs. Anyways. This is a lot, and I kind of stretch it thin, and I got angry, and I don't care. Everyone should be angry. Should be on the streets. We should be like the UK and the EU right now. Out there rioting in the streets, protesting, causing problems for our government, not for each other, for our government, and demand an end to this stuff. And that Gavin Newsom steps down because he's trash. He's a trash governor, a trash person. Banged his best friend's freaking wife. But people keep voting for him because it's vote blue no matter who. Democrats, you guys need to wake up and just admit, it's okay to admit you made a mistake to get rid of him. And people are like, well, what are you doing? You know what I'm doing? I tried to recall him. I was regional manager in 2020. Did our best. We got him on there, but then everything else came in. All the different industries came in and slowly bought him out. And he sold himself off, and he sold us off. And you see the results. I led a small team to try to fight back its Proposition 50, which gave him the ability to redistrict however he pleases. Got rid of the Citizens Redistricting Committee that was voted in 2008, 2013. I helped collect signatures for Gunmageddon. And now I'm joining my local GOP committee and trying to get more involved there and build them up. Because we need to do our job. We need to make our country better. All right, that's enough for one day. This is a lot of information. Hope you kept up with it and you kind of saw what I was going with. Basically, gas prices are going to California because Gavin Newsom set us up for failure. He wanted to pave the way for his buddies in China to keep selling basically EV battery parts, because China largely dominates that field. They dominate the field quite a bit when it comes to battery parts and the precious minerals. And then he kept pushing up gas. Now it's ridiculously expensive. He's trying to push all this crap out. Now EVs aren't popular. People don't want EVs. They want gas. All right, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. We'll see you next time.